You saw the title, so you already know what this video is going to be about. I'm doing 6 entries instead of 5 because some are repeats. With that said, let's get started. The WRX is every bit as awesome as it is affordable. You can easily find used 2004 Subaru Impreza WRXs for as low as $4,000. However, if you want a strong runner, I'd recommend buying one over $6,000 and repairing it. With all-wheel drive and 227 horsepower, this car is a lot of fun for the price. If you're looking for a fun project car or want something that can weather the storm literally and figuratively, this car is a very capable car in the snow, thus making it a very popular choice in the north. This car was going to be on this list somewhere, and if I didn't put it on the list, I'd get spammed in the comment sections asking about why it wasn't on the list. I don't have any particular Civic to recommend, as you can find all kinds of them under 10 grand and they're all a fair choice. They're proven to be very reliable and have an amazing aftermarket community. A Civic certainly doesn't start off as awesome, but it'd be a sin for me to doubt its capabilities. Now, I will admit the newest Type R is looking pretty sick. However, those are quite expensive as of now, but I can't wait 18 years from now where I can finally afford to buy one. The best part is, 18 years from now, those Civics will probably still be running strong. Assuming the Ricers don't get to them first. While finding cars for this video, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty jealous of you guys overseas in Japan. I'm not too big of a fan of modern Lancers, but they're alright. However, I still prefer the older ones. Either way, a 2009 Lancer Rally Art is a really good alternative to the Subaru WRX. And I'm not using the word alternative in a demeaning way. Seriously, I get some comments that read way too deep into what I'm saying. The Rally Art is a bit on the pricier side in regards to the entries on this list, as occasionally you can find one for around 9 grand, but most tend to be around the 11 grand range. Also, if you're looking to get a Lancer because you like its styling or whatever, but you can't afford this Rally Art, I highly recommend you still save for this one, or at the very least, buy one that is all-wheel drive. There's just so much more fun to be had with an all-wheel drive car, and just so much more potential. Here's another obligatory entry that I knew had to be on this list. I mentioned the Miata in a lot of my other videos and famously referred to it as the crown king of suicidal death traps. However, this is its first appearance actually being included as an entry in one of my videos. That's weird. I can't believe it took me this long to properly introduce it. Anyways, I'm not mocking the Miata by giving it the nickname Suicidal Death Trap. Rather, it's a compliment. The Miata's size is one of its strongest perks, making it a really awesome fun car. People have done all kinds of things with their Miatas, and it's absolutely amazing how extreme some of them can get. Some people just like to tell themselves that if their life isn't in danger, then they're probably not having enough fun. If you want to find one under 10 grand, you should be looking for Gen 1 or Gen 2 Miatas, and honestly, I won't recommend one over the other as that comes down to personal preference. I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again, skill is not included with the purchase of this car, so please don't wrap it around a pole trying to go all Tokyo Drift when you just got your license a month ago. This car is now cheap enough to be in the hands of 16-year-old high school students. Be warned, as this car's insurance isn't exactly cheap, thanks to having an insane amount of people wrecking it and straight up dying. I got a bit too morbid there, but seriously, don't be stupid. The 350Z has great bang for the buck, as this car is a 3.5 liter V6 that has amazing aftermarket support, particularly with turbochargers. The interior of this car has a very sporty appearance, and the overall coupe styling of this car gives it the appearance of the quintessential sports car. When you ask people what a sports car looks like, chances are this car is one of the first cars to come to their mind, although that may also be due to it being featured in every movie and video game ever. Here are some honorable mentions. The Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4, which just missed this list, as most of them sell around 12 grand and over. They're also quite rare. The 2003 Mazda Speed Protege. I didn't include this car in this list, as that would have made the list have 3 Mazda cars. And trust me, you didn't count wrong, so before you go back to rewind the video looking for the other Mazda entry, it's actually the final entry. I saved this car as the final entry because I have a story I want to share with you about someone I know with one. So, I get more comments than I really should from a certain group of people I like to call lazy, whiny fuckers. They would say stuff like $4,000 isn't cheap, or there is no way a high schooler could afford to spend a few thousand on a car. Well, guess what, you lazy shits? I've got a story for you. One of my freshman residents, I'm an RA by the way, so I have residence and supervise a dormitory. TLDR, we're basically student landlords. Anyway, he was 18 and owned a 2004 Mazda RX-8. He bought it for $4,000 and spent around $2,500 in repairs. It's a rotary after all, so expect to be committed to taking care of it. You want to know where he got all the money for his RX-8? He worked 2 summers in retail, getting paid around $9 an hour. He made about $3,000 each summer and got around $400 back in tax returns. So by working for roughly 5 fucking months, he was able to buy an awesome car that will literally carry his ass through college. 5 fucking months. Guys, it's not that hard. Back when I was in high school, most of us got goddamn minimum wage. Do you know how many McDonald's I see pay like $8.50 an hour or $9 an hour even? My viewers who are 16 to 24 years old, all the teenagers and young adults who own cars that you've worked hard for, please leave comments down below saying what car you have and how you saved up for it. Inspire those who want to be inspired to work for what they love, and defeat the doubt for those who are too fucking lazy to spend a few goddamn months doing work. Seriously, 2 fucking summers and he got an RX-8. That's all it took. Moral of the story, stop being lazy and wasting time complaining in some random YouTuber's comment section and get a fucking job. If you like cars and discussion and gaming, then subscribe to my channel for semi-daily uploads. Like this video and share it with your friends. Make sure to leave comments behind, especially to teenagers and young adults with awesome cars. Thanks for watching, Blade Angel out.